Castro,
Fucking take someone out.
can you
How do you
say
ripe avocados?
can you say aguacate?
Avocate?
There you go.
All right, I'm
That's the
streaming. No more
proper
weird
name.
shit.
Yo,
That's the
Eileen,
proper name. Aguacate.
Hopped in the right moment.
I'm learning Spanish, bro. How's your battery life doing?
Yeah, you charge your phone, or you calling us from a payphone, buddy?
I'm on 1%. I'm on 1%. I just got in my car.
1%
alright.
rip, dude.
Who sold? Everything's ripping right now.
Johnny's making
Pump it.
collect calls to fucking Spotify.
Pump it. Fucking Tesla. Look at Tesla.
What's it doing?
It's going up.
Uh-oh. Them SPY 400 went back to 5 cents. Let's go. From 4 cents to 5 cents. It looks like some premium is going to start waking up.
A textbook giraffe.
Blink is up like 12%. My premium has not moved.
Irritating.
So I hopped in the October 15 90 strike DraftKings.
Yes, looks really good because that 85 level that was a bear trap zone or a bull trap zone is being flipped really hard into support. DraftKings looks really good. Above 53, it gets to 55 very easily. You already hit 53. 56.75 is the main target. And you'll probably be there by Friday. Could take the 55 lottos for Friday, but it'd be a little sketch. Looks pretty good. JP got on the mic.
You got the call.
Oh, the Fed thing was good?
Yeah, JP got on the mic and started spitting, and then market goes up.
Yeah, the problem is, are they asking him questions now?
That's a good question. They probably are.
That's when it always goes up when he talks. It's the questions that drop it.
Well, it dropped at first. It did a reverse this time. It dropped pretty hard, and then he started fixing it. He felt his phone in his pocket start buzzing, all the alerts of the market going down, and he started talking about how he was going to buy everything.
I'm just leaving the gun store now. He ended up buying 2 of them.
Couldn't decide.
He got the Smith & Wesson Shield is the carry, and then he bought a Glock 45 for his house.
Is that like the MP40 or something, or what's it called? It's like
a small compact 9mm.
Yeah.
It's a nice gun.
Can you send that link again, Castro? I fucking lost it.
What link?
The stream.
Yeah.
Rolled up and I couldn't find it.
Hang on, man.
Watch your ears. Oh, is it over?
State and local.
Oh God, it's.
Some questions.
Deficits or the lack of aid specifically to state and local governments will have on the recovery, and specifically with the municipal lending facility.
Look at where SPY bounced. 15-minute pivot.
The Fed might be able to do
perfect
to fill
flip.
that specific hole. Thanks very much.
Okay, so
now we're failing another 15-minute pivot.
The state and local governments,
15-minute auto SR.
critical services, safety, fire, police, health, all kinds of things.
Yeah, I was in the gun store and I was like, "Oh, nice, it's ripping right now."
State and local governments are.
He's like, "What the fuck's ripping?" Like, is Apple up? Is Apple up? That's all he kept asking me.
Did you find bullets?
No, they're completely out. He's
Oh,
like, if you
God.
buy the 40, he's like, I'll make a deal. If you buy a 45 right now, I'll sell you 2 boxes of range ammo. He's like, oh, he's like, what? He's like, Joe, what do you think of this gun? How's Apple doing? Like, literally, like, just kept on, like, just fucking trolling me the whole time I was in there with him, dude.
Was that your friend or the store guy?
My friend.
Oh, your friend was the guy trolling you? Yeah, it's funny shit. How's Apple doing?
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, what do you think of this revolver? How's Apple doing? Yeah, the guy was looking at us like we're fucking crazy.
It's funny because
And
when
he
I
couldn't
was...
pick.
Go ahead.
He wanted to get a 357 too, and I was like, dude, when you come back in 3 days to pick the gun up, I'm like, just buy the 357 too. And he's like, yeah, I'll just do that.
Yeah, it's funny because when I used to trade Bitcoin every fucking day, that's basically what it was. Anything I was doing, I was looking at my phone. How's Bitcoin doing? How's Bitcoin doing?
Dude,
Hey,
they had a lot of rifles in there too, like real nice ones. But they wouldn't let me touch any of the guns because I didn't have my FOID card on me. Like in Illinois, you need a license to buy a gun, and mine's expired, and I renewed it. He's like, well, you got to print that paper out and then bring your expired license in. I'm like, well, I could print the paper out. It's on my phone. Can I just show you my driver's license so you know that it's me? And he's like, nope.
That's strict.
Like, you fucking dick.
You can't even touch.
well, when you got fucking 10 murders in Chicago every day.
True.
10. That's an understatement.
10, sorry, like 50.
That's 10 per hour, dude.
Yeah, Florida's a retirement state, so they're pretty lenient.
Lavender said, how does Neo and DraftKings look? Neo's good above 45, excuse me. DraftKings is good above 53. They both...
Did Neo clear that daily pivot?
No, it's still struggling in that area.
You see Tractor Supply, JMA?
No. Is it ripping? Please tell me. What's my baby girl PLTR doing?
Tractor's up 2 1/4. PLTR is down 1 1/4 at 26.
Tractor's up 2 1/4?
Yeah. 2 1/4%. Yep.
Holy fuck.
Up
Dude,
$3.
Zach, that was an amazing call, dude. Amazing call on that. Whatever scan you said that you made on FinViz or whatever, run that shit every 30 seconds, dude. If you could find dailies like that, I'd play every single one that you found.
I could go back, James, to what I said
Caesar's
earlier.
gonna break that shit down on the 1 second chart.
This is a very large asset purchase program. It's providing tremendous amount
while speaking Yiddish
of support for the economy. If you look at the interest-sensitive parts of the economy, they're performing very well. The parts that are not performing well are not struggling from high interest rates. They're struggling from exposure to COVID in the sense.
Deja, did you know that Colt stopped selling guns to civilians? You'd have to be law enforcement or military to buy them.
Who did?
Colt. And now they just started selling back to civilians.
I did not know that, no.
I don't know if it was all their guns or only their rifles, because I was asking him about a rifle, and that's what he told me.
I didn't know that. For like their M4s and stuff? ARs?
Yeah. Yep. Because that's going to be my next one that I buy.
Big effects from monetary policy.
I really got to find this fucking card. It's driving me insane.
I don't have
I find it.
I don't have a gun safe for rifles. I only have a pistol safe.
I don't have a safe. I'll lean that shit up next to my bed. I don't got any kids or anything running around the house.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't know, man. You don't want Luca to get into your guns, bro.
I just had to help my dad get a new safe in his room. Well, me and a bunch of other guys, because it was fucking 700 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah, it was rough, dude.
Yeah, he was telling me they drop off the ammo at like random times, like throughout the week or like throughout the month. And he's like, it literally, you got like same guys coming in like asking for it like every other day. So as soon as it gets in,
It's like the video
sold
cards.
out instantly.
It's literally the same thing. It's their neck beards.
So Supreme drop.
They're literally thinking there's gonna be a fucking civil war, like a zombie apocalypse,
Yep.
dude.
Didn't you
Calling
buy
up all the
fucking
bullets.
10,000 rounds last week? Yep. Got any new ones?
Dude, and the thing is, it's not fucking cheap. Like,
Oh, it's
where the fuck do
expensive,
people get the
dude.
money to buy it?
It is expensive as fuck, especially if they're buying like 5.56 and stuff.
Oh,
They
yeah.
are-
They
they're
had that in
expensive,
stock.
dude.
They had 5.56 and they had 2.23 in stock.
Yep.
They were just out of all like 9.45.
Yeah, those are in stock because they're expensive.
Yeah. They had 40 caliber, and then the other ones. Everything else sold out.
That's the good thing about 9mm guns is you'll find that ammo, except for times like now where fucking all ammo sold out. That ammo is very
Yeah.
easy to come by.
You know, you can put a 223 ammo in a 5.56, but you cannot put 5.56 in a 223.
What about
I didn't know that.
what about the isn't there like a 300 blackout? It's about the same size.
I don't know about that one.
So, like, if I go to buy a rifle C's, I want to get the 5.56, right?
Yeah, but you can put a 223 in a 5.56 chamber, but you cannot put a 5.56 in a 223 Remington gun.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get the M4.
Hey, guards. Yeah, if I had the money, dude, I'd buy like an HK 416. But those things, I do have the money, but it's fucking for spending that much on a rifle is ridiculous.
Have
How
any
much
of you
is
guys
it?
ever? Have any of you guys ever shot a 7.62?
No, I haven't. They'd easily be 15 to 2,000, depending on what you get, like the attachments, all that stuff. 1,500,
The
2,000.
Colt stock, like on their website, has it listed at 1,200 for the M4. Go fucking straight Call of Duty neckbeard style, dude.
Well, the thing with those rifles is typically when you buy a rifle like that, you want a nice sight, right? You might want to put some grips and
Yeah.
stuff on it. Like you want to pimp it out a little bit. So you're paying like
Yeah,
fucking 1,200 to 2,000 depending on how nice the gun you're getting. 2,000 is a little high. Most of them are around 12 to 1,500. But then you're putting sights and shit on it. Dude, the sight my dad has is more expensive than the gun. He has one of those.
Yeah, I was gonna say at the end of the day,
Yeah.
the attachments cost more than the gun
Dude,
itself.
he has one of those ACOG. It's literally the same as an ACOG sight from Call of Duty. He has that sight, the Trigicon one, and it was like 1,500 or some shit, like 12 to
Wow.
1,500 for that sight.
How do you like? Do you gotta bring it in to have it like dialed in, or do you do that yourself?
You could do either or. They can do it for you, or you could do it yourself.
Yeah, CJ, it's got a lot of kick. It's a lot
My
bigger.
dad actually just got an SKS, a really like an old official one. It was from the fucking. He was doing some work for a guy, and he had an old SKS that was used by the Chinese military that he just got.
Your dad's a collector, right, Deja?
He's got a bunch of guns, yeah. My mom's got a bunch too.
It's good to be American.
Yep.
Americans love their guns.
Ew. It's one of the things that no other country really understands.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like you go you go on Twitter and like nobody
They don't get it.
They do not get it.
It's like even
Other
like
countries
Seraphic.
make fun of us for it.
Well, even like Seraphic and like other people, like he's Australian. I don't know about Kito. I don't think I've talked to Kito about it. But like they just don't get it. They're like, why the fuck do you guys have guns? Like, why do you need guns? Why do you want guns?
I think didn't Australia like voluntarily disarm itself?
They did, yeah. Not voluntarily, really. They wanted to make it look voluntary.
Yeah.
They had a buyback program that did okay, and then I think eventually they just took them all. I'm not sure exactly how it went, but I think it was like a mandatory buyback. I believe. I'm not too read up on that though, so I'm not sure.
I think it's just part of being American, like you own a gun, you know.
Oh yeah, I think it is. Hey, Crypto, you
And I
said
mean, like,
check ISCTR. Let me take a look.
you always want to protect yourself. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I don't know if anyone watched the show Eastbound and Down,
Hell yeah.
but this fucking scene right here is so funny.
Breaking out of a little bull flag here. You have like a little flag up, consolidation, low volume on the consolidation, nice volume on the breakout there. Actually, was that the breakout? No, it was a little early. And then the breakout has decent volumes, right around relative. Maybe a pullback into the pennant. Looks like it wants to go higher though. Take a look if there's any pivots nearby. Yeah, you have a daily pivot and an auto SR. You're also failing a daily pivot way back here. But then look at where we're bouncing. Another pivot. So you're trapped between two pivots right now. Or I guess you would say three. You're kind of ranging in between these two pivots. So either bearish below here or bullish above here. You've already wicked it twice, so when you go to break it a third time, it should rip through it. But it depends on how the volume is. If you get good volume on the break of that $7 pivot, should be okay. This one, one looks pretty good above this weekly auto SR. Putting in a big bear div though. Look at the daily. Big bear div coming in. Most likely will turn into a pullback. Maybe come back to retest this support on the weekly, or at least the daily trail. I'd watch out for that.
Look at NQ.
AOM. This one actually looks really good. You have like 3 pivots above you. Actually 2, you already broke one of them. If you get above these pivots here, you'll have a lot of support. So get above like 8 1/4, and you would target this auto SR around 856. Nice little bull flag here though, as long as you maintain above this little ascending triangle, be okay. Yes, just pumped and then sold off.
Markets seem to be telling 2 different stories about where things are heading. We continue this on the stock market.
Yeah, this
bond yields
meeting is
remain very low.
audio so bad.
Does that concern you at all? And are you getting any more concerned about asset valuations in light of the highly accommodative Fed policies?
You were breaking up, but I think I got that. I think I got it. So, you know, financial stability. We look at a broad range of things. We actually have a framework so that we can, evaluate changes in financial stability over time, and so that the public can evaluate whether we're doing a good job at it.
Yeah, so
what do we
I think I said this earlier. I think I said this yesterday or Monday, where it looked like McDonald's wanted to put in one more leg down on the wedge. And you're hitting that 216 fib. So I think it wants to go down a little bit more before breaking out. So I'd probably wait to see how the next move on McDonald's plays. Go ahead, C's.
Look at Netflix.
Oh damn, it's doing some things.
Yeah, above 525 should get 550.
Is that the gap fill right there at 525?
Yeah, the gap fill's already dead. There's no more gaps above you. NNDM, let me take a look. I had this drawn out a little bit. You're already breaking that trend line. I'm not sure what, I think that was a gap fill. Just filled the gap.
Netflix, if it closes here, it closes above the daily pivot.
Still have a little bit of a gap fill below you. You just filled one here. Could turn into like a bulldog. So if you hold this gap fill, I'd look for like 675, and then you would target this upper level up here around 738.
Funding markets,
NQ.
we found that there was a lot of unstable funding for companies, particularly financial companies, and that's down to a very low level these days. So the broad financial
literally
stability
textbook
picture
giraffe.
is kind of mixed.
Look at how that played out.
I would say it's
absolute
asset
textbook.
prices are
the Fed learned our
high in that
patterns.
metric in my view, but overall you have a mixed picture. You don't have
and it's coming to the target. It's running that hard.
So, and it's again.
Oh,
it's
it is,
something that
dude.
We monitor.
Still holding that? Connor's not in here. Hopefully, he's still holding that.
Almost daily. We're
89 is the
monitoring
target
these
on
prices
pen.
for that, and have published
fantastic trade if
our
you guys took that trade.
And we'll be held accountable for what we saw and what we missed. So
we called that out on Monday. What was Monday? Like the 14th?
Thank you.
Yeah, literally on the open at Monday, we called that out.
Yeah, speaking of pen, look at DraftKings. DraftKings is just going straight up as well.
I told you guys on Monday, above 79.80, so basically 80, you were going to get 89.
So I'm wondering if you
target is basically being hit. You could take profit at any point on pen now.
At what point do deficits on the debt
DraftKings, same exact play. Above 53, you're getting 56.75. So watch that.
So people who run for
Square is running. Square was another one I called out on Monday. There's your targets on Square. So I said above 218 on Square, 225, 227. Both targets are being hit. Your final, not final target, your next target on Square would be 235, 237.
Yeah, I
hey,
took that
Digital.
Square trade last week.
Nice.
Thanks, Asia.
Yep. Thoughts on CVS? I really liked CVS when it was breaking out. I still like it. I have short-term January contracts on my small account, and then I also have leaps on my small account. The leaps, I'm not worried about one bit. I think they're going to do well. The contracts that I have in January, unless it starts pumping off this little bulldog here, those contracts are probably going to die. But right now, I think it's okay. It really needs to get above 73, though. 73 is a big level.
Is a sustainable level. I think it's the question is we've always looked at debt to GDP.
Microsoft still playing out to our levels perfectly.
We're actually not that high.
I told you guys above 217, you're going to get 220, 222.
Payments.
What was the other level? 226.
And from that standpoint, if you sort of take real
yeah,
interest
222, 226, 231,
and divide that by GDP, we're actually on a more sustainable fiscal path if you look at it through those eyes. Again, these are issues for Congress, but I'll just say in the near term, I think the case for fiscal is.
Crypto said, I've been following you since 2018. I've been active in trading recently. I have not been active in trading recently. Now I see you're not interested in crypto anymore. As before, what happened? Mental fundamental change or something happened you did not like? Last but not least, greeting from Turkey. You are very open-minded and helpful. Appreciate that. Hey, no problem, man. Yeah, it's nothing that happened with crypto that made me, like, it's nothing fundamental. I just took a decent loss in March when it started selling off. And I just kind of reevaluated, like, is this what I want to keep trading on a day-to-day basis? Because I was at a pretty low point in my trading mentally at the time. I was making a pretty good amount of money on Bitcoin. We were doing very well. But I was staying awake till like fucking 6 a.m. every day. And I was just not liking my lifestyle, how stressed out I was all the time trading Bitcoin, because it was a 24/7 market. I was waking up every few hours in the middle of the night, checking Bitcoin's price to make sure my trades were okay. It was just extremely stressful. And I did not want to keep trading like that. So that loss in March, it kind of cemented my thought that I wanted to switch markets. I was already thinking about switching back to options and stocks, and just that nuke that we had in March, it just finally made the decision for me. It told me that I needed to switch markets. I traded this on the way up from that dump. If you guys were in Discord, I called out a few trades that I took. I also had a trading bot that was trading for me. So we made some money on this move. I had a trade open from 11,000 all the way up to 19,500. So we were still trading it. I just wasn't day trading it as actively as I was. It was just way too stressful for me to keep day trading. I didn't want to live my life like that anymore. So that dump just kind of made me go back to options and stocks, and we couldn't have switched back at a better time. Like it was just a perfect time to switch back into stocks. I took a loss in like April. I took some puts on SPY. I thought it was going to go lower because of the whole COVID thing. I lost on those puts, and then we just started shifting into buying everything, and we made a bunch of money on the way up. And that's basically when we started the Discord, the separate business for options. We started our live trading floor for options in like May, and then I've just been doing that ever since.
Yo, I don't really want to be that guy, but Penn just went through the roof when I was on a work call.
Oh yeah, we were talking about it, dude. Did you hold it? 89, dude. You could basically take profit from anywhere from here to 91. This is a take profit zone. You're topping out like pennies before your target, so I'd be happy with anything from here to 90, 91, 80.
Yeah, I'll probably take profit here if it starts to slow down, which it already has.
Yeah. It's just like it's so close to your target that the overnight risk is not worth it. But if you have like further out than this Friday, you could hold it for like 92.
Hey Deja, the level you posted for Netflix and analysis, is that still in play? Hang on, I'll type it in Discord.
Yeah, I think that's the level we're currently on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're like just above it.
Yeah, you hold above that, and then 550 would be your swing target.
Okay, yeah, I took some I took some lottos for this week, 545s.
Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, it's the daily pivot. Let me see. For like short term, you could target probably fib. Yeah, actually, there is no short term. Yeah, 545 is basically your targets. You could probably take one off the micro pullback, but that might even be same area. Let's see. Yeah, like 536 would be the closest target you could have. Targeting anything closer than that would be kind of pointless.
Wow.
Damn, SPY doing some things.
JP doesn't fuck around, man. His phone starts buzzing. Pump it. Is he done talking? My thing stopped. I think he's done.
Look at NQ. Oh my God.
Is your stream done, Castro?
I turned it off like 5 minutes ago.
Okay, I think it's done. It's not loading for me anymore.
You're asking like the same question, so
Yeah, no, I hear you. He just keeps saying the same thing. We're just going to continue to pump. We're going to continue to pump. We're going to continue to pump. Yeah, that's an issue. We're just going to continue to pump.
It says the same thing every time.
Fucking idiots. Levi? Yeah, let me take a look. Levi's looking strong on the short term. Yeah, even the daily looks good. Yeah, it keeps putting in resistance levels and ripping right through them. It's a pretty efficient market. There's almost no pivots. On the weekly. There are no levels above you except for 2369. The only level you have above you. You have basic price action levels, but no pivots or auto SR levels. Very, very strong uptrend. This is probably a near perfect linear regression. Let me see. Yeah, near perfect 0.95. Very, very strong linear regression. Upper target would be around 22. Yeah, I'd look for 22 as long as that trend holds. $22 does not look too hard to. Hey, guys, that's awesome to hear. Yeah, 20 exactly. So over, so it'd be 20. Yeah, like 23.50 if you want to front run it a little bit. So 22 and then 23.50. Yeah, Walmart's coming into that little weekly support that I was talking about. If Walmart comes down to like 140, 142 and starts bouncing, that's a really big support. You're breaking a very long uptrend.
Oh, I'm gonna be sick.
What, Amazon?
Bobby, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, Amazon is going for that 3,300 target.
I had I had a butterfly on 32, 33, 34. I got it at 1,000. I sold it. Right now it's worth $39. So it's worth
Oh, wow.
about $800.
When did you close it?
Monday.
Tractor Supply's up 40% on options. Nice, dude. I'm only up fucking 2% on shares. Why don't trade shares, man? I can only imagine how much you guys are making on the eBay if you took options on that. My shares are killing it. Where's my trade? Did it get deleted? Our entry on eBay, 51 our average. Stop loss was 48, which I'm definitely going to be raising at this point. Currently up about 6.5% on shares. We were up about 8.5. My target is 56. So we're almost there. Oh, it didn't get deleted. It's right here. Yeah, Gars, honestly, shares are... I've been making more money on my shares recently than options. Yes, just got nuked. But the shares that I am making money on, obviously, if you take options, you would have made more, so... But it's funny, just the mentality, the plays that I like for my shares, I'm treating them differently than I would have treated them if I took options. I'm like leaving myself room to add on dips. I'm buying the breakouts. Like I'm adding on the breakouts, so I'm like sizing in differently. Most of my options trade, I'm just like, okay, I like it. I'm in full size, let it go. Too late to get into a DraftKings. So DraftKings would be a little late. Yeah. Definitely would be a little late. The entry was 53, break of 53, and the target would be around 56.75. So you're about halfway to your target already. If it retests 53 and then hovers around there, you could enter. But entering here would be a little late. Still have a long way to go to your target. Got about 5%. Entering late on shares wouldn't be too bad, but entering late on options would be a little bad because the implied volatility is going to be inflated, especially because of the news. Q's hit an all-time high today, and I think it's going to continue. Most of the tech charts look like they are ready to explode. So I would expect Q's to just continue to rip. Unless there's more bad news. With like the Senate stuff. The antitrust stuff. I think Q's are just going to continue. Because look at Amazon, look at Microsoft, look at Netflix, look at Facebook, Apple. All the big tech stocks are on fire. Like, look at Apple. Do I even want to know what those January contracts are at? Probably not.
Don't do it, Deja. I already heard you typing.
Yeah, I'm typing already. It's
Don't do it. Don't do it.
My contracts were up to like 7.
They're 240 on Apple. I sold them at 115.
You shouldn't have looked. It's almost as bad as you looking at the 1 minute chart.
Ugh.
Why do you do this, Deja?
I like pain.
Makes you feel alive, huh?
Yeah.
You know what I like to do? I like to put salt and lemon juice on cuts.
That's about the same. Look at Netflix, dude.
Castro actually puts him in a kiddie pool and rolls around in it.
It's probably good for the skin.
I don't know about that one.
Activision, let me take a look. Activision's flying. Look at that thing. He broke this massive downtrend here. And now we're just ripping up. He just broke that pivot at 85. He just broke an auto SR at like 86, 85. Yeah, any pullback into this little zone right here on Activision would be a decent buy opportunity if it held that.
Dude, Netflix is doing some things, man.
Yeah, I got in Netflix a minute ago.
What did you get into again? The 545s?
Yeah.
Shopify is being held down by that fake out level. I think you were the one who asked me earlier how strong that fake out level was. You're getting your answer. It's pretty strong. You missed it by 3 points. So as long as you stay below that fake out level, it could fail at any moment. So I'd be careful on that. Short time frame is still decently bullish. You have a big bull flag. Take a look at the volume profile. Yeah, very bullish. Anything above like 1130, 1125 should be okay. Start to get below that, it's not looking too good. Yeah, if those are same week, their theta is going to be really high.
Yo, Deja.
What's up?
I think I'm going to take a position in Baba.
It was hitting my scanner earlier.
Yeah, I really like the daily candle.
Your stop loss, well, options are a little hard, but on shares, your stop loss is really easy here. Just put it below the 250 level, and you're fine. Just let it run. Because it's a bulldog forming. You're bouncing off the 200 EMA. You had a bottom doji confirmed today. You're putting in a bull div on the daily. It's an easy
breaking
trade.
the downtrend.
Yeah, it's an easy share trade. Options, if it pulls back to retest that low, that would murder you. But shares, this is really simple.
So biggest orders on BABA today are 6/17/2022. That's not happening. 12/18 230s.
This would be the share trade for anybody in Discord if you were looking at playing shares on BABA. Very, very simple. That's a 2-to-1 trade. Stop loss about 5%, targeting the gap fill for about 10.5. You do have a lot of resistance around 275 and 280.
275, I think, would be my first target.
Yeah, because it's a gap fill and it's a VWAP of November.
Dude, NLS has been all over the fucking map.
Oh, I know, dude. What's it doing now? Is it good? Hey, it's running. That's all we care about. Those same week contracts I took were up almost 100%. What are they up now? Oh, they're down 20. Rip. Those are lottos that I took on my small account. Take a look at VOO. Let me see. What is that? Vanguard Index S&P 500. I never understood why people play stuff like this. Like
They don't play it.
You know what I mean?
That's for long term. That's like if you want to hold SPY, you buy that instead of SPY.
But that's what I
like
mean. That's where I was going. Is like I don't understand why
trade it.
people play stuff like this because you could just play SPY or Qs. Like
Yeah, you don't trade
all these other ETFs that like look like the S&P 500. I would
It's
just
lower maintenance fees than SPY. That's why you buy it and hold it.
Makes sense. But yeah, this is just going to follow SPY basically, south side, and SPY and Qs look really good. So I would assume this looks good as well. ARC Q, let me see. Autonomous technology and robotics. Oh, I think we talked about this a while back in Discord. This one's pretty good. You are topping out a little bit. Looks like it wants to retest this little support that it put in around like 70-30, 70.5, somewhere around there.
Deja, what do you think of? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just saying it's putting in like a little distribution. So I think that you might come down a little bit, but it does look pretty bullish. Go ahead.
What do you think of January 15th 270s?
On BABA?
Yeah. Or do you think I should give myself a little more time?
I was looking at the March 280s.
70s. What was the target on BABA?
March 280s.
I was doing a calendar spread. I was selling the 290s on 122 and buying the 280s for 319.
I like the 270s if you don't think there's any chance that it pulls back to the low. Because if you buy a 40 delta and it pulls back to the low, it's going to murder you. But if you think it's just going to continue upward, that's probably the exact contract that I would take.
I don't think it pulls back to the low. I could see it closing here and possibly pulling back to retest that daily pivot, the blue one at 260.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see that.
I could see it doing that, but I don't think it's going to come back to test the low.
Yeah, so if you don't think it's going to come back to test the low, I would do 270s or 275s for January 15th. If you think it's going to come back to retest the low and you still want to long it, I'd probably go with the 290s. These are expensive. 290s for February 19th. That'd be way longer, though.
Yeah.
But I think if you're going to do the February one, you're better off just buying shares. Yeah, I like your contract. 270, 275s. Only downside is if it does pull back to test the low, that trade's pretty much dead.
I just got filled on it. I took it.
It's not a bad trade. If it doesn't pull back, those are going to pay. The theta's a little high because the contracts are expensive. Which ones did you do? The 270s or the 75s?
The 115 270s.
Yeah, your theta's 16. It's not awful. You only need 1 point for every 2 days.
So like I'm perfect right now on my account. I have Apple, Baba, PLTR, and just a little bit of SPY left.
Yeah, it's not terrible. That's a good mix.
And
Teladoc got
everything
hit
else.
today, Agars, because Amazon announced news that they are going to be entering the healthcare sector. So anytime Amazon talks about entering a new sector, that sector, the biggest players in that sector typically sell off a little bit because nobody wants to compete with Amazon. I still like Teladoc long term, but it has to get back above 192. My Teladoc trade is over. We took Teladoc a few times. We made a net positive on that, but I took a big profit on my first trade, and then I think it was a small loss or break even on the second trade. I was targeting that gap fill at 206. We ended up closing at 200 because it just could not break that level. ES is right on that daily auto SR. Close above that, all-time high, very easy.
It's 3702.
Still putting in that little giraffe. Giraffe's breaking out.
Dude, I literally just fucking bought out H-Mart.
Nice.
I spent like fucking almost $400 there.
Oh,
What
God.
would you buy?
Ton of shit. Ton. Yeah, this premium on Airbnb is stupid.
Dude, that's why I had to play it.
Stupid.
Castro had a good play, though. Did you do what you said, Castro?
Yeah.
That play's not bad.
I collected 14 even.
The
You
Castro,
sold naked puts?
yeah, he's selling naked
Yeah.
because he wants to buy the shares. So he's doing a
Yeah.
cash-covered naked put. I like
You
that.
sold the 130s. So you sold in the money? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at calls. You sold the 130s.
For January 15th.
Oh,
Look at the
yeah,
break-even price.
You did a
with the
cash
premium.
secured.
Yeah.
Put.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
selling naked, cash secured.
That's not bad.
Good
Because
play.
like look at the IV and then look at the break even because I collected 1400 in premium. My break even price, even if it dips below my exercise price, I have like a decent amount of room to break even.
Yeah, because if it exercises, you get to keep premium, I'm pretty sure, don't you?
Yeah, that's why my break even
Yeah.
price is way lower.
Yeah,
than-
that's a fucking genius trade, to be honest. Probably the best trade you've ever done in Discord.
Thanks, man.
No problem, dude.
I learned a lot from Dime being here.
Oh, yeah, now you're banned.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm getting banned.
Dime was
Bye,
trying to
guys.
steal my cloud on Twitter for Microsoft, and I fucking sent him the receipts.
Nice. Send him 0.
I timestamped my video and sent it to him.
Dude, this might be a massive bulldog on ES 15-minute here. This might be a...
Oh, it is. 5-minute
this-
draft, dude.
No, look at the 15.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, 15-minute draft. Yeah, exactly. As long as you stay above 36.95, it's going to rip.
Oh, even with the horn, this is like a rhino.
Yep.
Platypus on the 1 minute chart.
Hey, by the end of next year, we'll have a fucking coloring book of chart patterns.
Dude, I cannot believe that I fucking lost my gun license. I'm so pissed.
What, do you have to go to the court and get another one?
Dude, no, you gotta get it online, and it's like so fucking backed up right now, dude. They're like delayed by over 6 months.
JD continuing uptrend. JD doesn't look bad. The daily is putting in a double bottom almost, but you have a nasty downtrend here. All bull div though. This could be a tight falling wedge of the bull div. Very hard to draw this though, because JD's like Baba, where it gaps a lot. Really hard to draw this wedge. More of a channel. But you are putting in a very slight bull div. So if it breaks this channel, you could start a new uptrend. Are there any pivots on JD? Oh, I had this drawn out already. Look at that. You had that drawn out. You're kind of failing downward and kind of retesting it. So look at what you're doing though. Putting in a double bottom. And as I said, Almost every fucking double bottom right now in the market is turning into a bulldog. Fucking bulldogs are running rampant in the market. So as long as this double bottom holds, this should turn into a bulldog, meaning that it should pop and then pull back somewhere. It could be a short bulldog or it could be a normal bulldog, but any pullback off that double bottom should be bullish, because we've seen that almost every double bottom has gone bullish. It's just because that's very common in a bull market. What are you talking about, Digital? AM? Is this the one that you're talking about? Has a small bear div coming in on the daily. Oh, I see what you're looking at. That's a massive weekly inverse head and shoulders.
What is it?
AM.
AM?
Yep. Yeah, it's pretty textbook. Digital, this is the stock you're talking about. Yeah, drop to 730. Yep. Yeah, I see exactly what you're looking at. Then another run to 850 in the next 2 quarters. If 870 breaks, a run to $13. I like that. Yeah, I see exactly what you're looking at. Yeah, 1150 is a pivot. 1420 is a pivot. Any pullback into this little area right here is bullish. Take a look down on Visa. Visa is failing a weekly resistance. Daily, oh yeah, daily's good. The daily's holding a pivot and holding the trail and giving buy signals. So this would be a very, very tight trade. If you take the trade here, your stop loss is like $3 and you just let it run. Yeah, you just take it, $3 stop loss, let it run. SIVR, what is that? It's silver. Yeah, so if you're looking at silver, best thing to do is just to look at silver futures. Or the yeah, so silver, every time it tested this pivot, it became a swing failure. And these were all buy signals, buy signal, buy signal, buy signal. And now we're bouncing. You reclaimed that range, put in that little pullback inside the range, and now we're ripping. This is very bullish. But you obviously have to wait for stimulus to kind of give you that confirmation. But anything above this kind of range high up here, yeah, anything above this range high, like 25.5, 25.70, could be very bullish.
Hey, Castro.
No.
I bought a Korean. Oh shit! I bought a Korean corn dog. The fucking thing didn't even have a hot dog in it.
Wait, what? Which one did you get? Did you get one with like mozzarella?
Yeah, it has just cheese in it.
Nah, you gotta get the one with the hot dog.
Yeah, dude, I was like a bit into it, like expecting a nice fucking juicy hot dog, and it was not in it.
Scam.
Yeah, for real, dude.
The guys who buy the TVs and there's a brick in it.
But the texture of the outside is good, huh? Because it's like made with rice flour.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's just like, I know, it's like, what the fuck, dude? I did feel fucking scammed.
Getting ready to fight somebody.
Yeah, you gotta get the one.
I'm lucky I didn't bite into that thing while I was still in the fucking store. Someone would have got beat up. Selling me a fucking corn dog without a fucking hot dog in it. Come on.
If ES holds here, it should rip. It should rip after hours. Putting in a perfect giraffe. Thinking of scaling into AMD right now at around 9-day EMA. Would scaling into AMD right now make sense, or wait until we hit support? AMD is hitting a lot of your targets already, so getting in a trade now is kind of sketch.
Little sketches.
Yeah. So you had your initial targets were 96, 98. Both those targets were hit. So now your next trade would be holding 98 as support, 103, 106. So getting, I guess, yeah, if you could scale in here, I guess, your stop loss would have to be pretty tight. Typically, you want to wait for both the targets to act as support, and then you go to the next leg. And then your final target would be 113. Go ahead.
See that Spotify pump?
Pump, let's see. Yeah, it's doing exactly what we said. Falling wedge, bull
It
div.
was down this morning.
Yeah, it's putting in a 1 hour falling wedge bull div. This thing could rip, dude. Could pay you, Calvin.
It already has. I added when it like dipped to like 214 because I was just like, fuck it. If we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this. And
Yep.
I got my fill lower to like closer to 200 because I got in at like 290 or some stupid shit like that.
That's a good, like, because you're gonna hold it overnight anyway. So it's like you might as well fucking add on to it. 326 would be a target. If it hits that, you're getting paid.
Yeah. I think my first fill was 270, and then my second one was 195.
ES coming down pretty hard.
Because JP stopped talking. He's the Lord and Savior of the market. He bleeds so we can profit. Oh, it's really nuking.
Yeah, it's coming down
JP,
hard.
come the fuck back on, dude.
Testing the view up.
Yep, you literally just tested view up right at them, and you're about to nuke it.
Oh, the market's closed. That was quick.
Yeah, Zach, I'm holding that for the gap fill, man.
All right, you guys know the drill. Green and red on the day. We closed green. Thank you to eBay. eBay carried us today. Anybody who's in that eBay trade with me, past 2 days have been fucking glorious. Glorious, dude. Look at that eBay chart. I didn't want eBay to close like this, though. Nasty top wick. We'll see how it reacts tomorrow. We are giving up a little bit of profit on this. It was almost at our target. A little bit higher. But really good day. The only thing that bled me today was Honeywell. Fucking Honeywell would not stop going down.
JMA, were you talking about Tesco? The Tractor Supply?
Yeah.
You're holding to the gap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I had more contracts of that. I'm surprised it's actually like moving as quickly as it is.
I know, you guys said you're up like 40% on options. I'm sitting here up 2% on shares, dude.
Yeah.
I'm up 32.75%.
Gross.
Yeah, I got a good fill at 180, so.
180. Yeah, I paid 191 as my average because I added.
USLT, it's kind of hard to judge off the closing bell volume, though. That's pretty common. Like seeing mass influxes of volume at the closing bell is pretty common.
I'll catch you guys later.
Yeah, have a good one, Susan.
Bye, Steve.
Later, Susan.
Later, Susan.
All right, guys, I'm going to head out. Appreciate you guys being here for the stream. I will be streaming again tomorrow, same time, 3 p.m. Eastern. You guys know the drill. I'll be posting analysis later tonight in Discord. That's all I got. Happy to see almost all you guys were green today. Hopefully we can continue that for the rest of the week. Make sure you guys are reading the analysis, man. The analysis levels in Discord have been fucking popping off the past couple weeks. DraftKings hitting our targets. Square hitting our targets. eBay, Starbucks. What else? Chegg. Peloton. Snapchat. Fucking name it. Microsoft. Apple. Facebook's coming back. Like, just make sure you guys are reading the analysis, man. I think you guys will benefit a lot from that. Don't just sit idly by and wait for me and JMA to take trades to blindly follow us. You guys can make a lot of money off those analysis levels. So I'm gonna try to get a bot made that'll make those alerts more fluid. See if we can get that done.
Wow, dude, a $12 million put on AG.
Is that silver? That's silver, yeah.
Yeah.
First Majestic Silver Corp. Yeah,
The big
$12
silver
million
company.
for 4 $16, $13 strikes.
But all right, guys, I'm going to end the stream. If you guys want to check out our Discord, we have a 7-day free trial going on. You don't need any card or any, basically just put in your email. You guys can test out the Discord. Check out the website at wastetrading.io. You guys can check us out. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern, or for our morning call on Discord at 9:30. Peace, guys.